Yes, sir. Let's get right to it. We ain't even gotta waste time. Lakers got swept last night, 4-0. Embarrassing fashion. Kendrick Perkins said that LeBron James needed surgery, but he came out and dropped 30 in the first half. Anthony Davis, bro, is not that guy like I've been telling y'all. I do not trust him to play consistent. They said nobody want to play the Lakers in the West. They said the Lakers got the best team top to bottom. The Lakers had the best record since the All-Star break. They said the Lakers don't need Kyrie. They said Anthony Davis and next Tim Duncan. They said Jared Vanderbilt was a new Dennis Rodman. This is everything they said, right? This is everything that they told me. We ain't even gonna waste no time. We got Vision right here, man. Let's get right to it. Yo, Vision, what's up, bro?
Bro, what's up, man? Didn't they say the Lakers was gonna win in 5? Didn't they say 6 and 7? The Lakers had the best roster in the NBA. LeBron James is the GOAT. If he win the championship, he's the undisputed GOAT. Bro, the Denver. I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet earlier this year saying Denver Nugget is the least scariest first seed of all time. Did you see that
Oh
tweet?
my God. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
go to my Twitter, bro. I reposted that same tweet. I had screenshots that, bro. They said that the Denver Nuggets was the least scariest first seed. And then when we mentioned teams like I mentioned 3 teams. I mentioned the Phoenix Suns, the Nuggets, and the Mavericks. But the
Yeah,
Mavericks and the Suns, they didn't make it. But like I did mention Denver. And they was like, man, I don't
yeah.
trust Joker and those boys. Bro, Joker was averaging nearly a triple double against the Warriors last year. He just didn't
Right.
have Murray or Porter. But
Man, it's
now they
crazy, yo.
humbled. Now they say now you got these boys out here saying um, the Nuggets are the better team. They got a 2-time MVP. All these excuses, but they were just praising the Lakers on how they beat Golden State and a hurt and mentally challenged Grizzly team.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, to beat John Morant when he was fresh out of rehab. Hey
That's what I'm
yo, I
saying.
am
Hey, Crunk.
MVP. What's up, bro?
Hey, Crunk. You remember a couple of weeks ago when we were playing the Grizzlies, you had did a live and there was one dude on there talking about how LeBron was killing the Grizzlies, and I was like, the Grizzlies ain't even got Steven Adamson playing.
Right.
Like, yeah, we ran over them, but they went. It wasn't 100% Grizzly team. And then I also said, I mean, who really was a defensive player on that team? I mean, the Grizzlies were pure offense when they were winning.
Yeah.
Like, it come on, man.
The Lakers, bro. They just went out real, real sad, bro. What's sad what's going on, bro? Man,
Bro, it was
bro.
it was Lakers,
LeBron
Lakers in 4, Lakers in
in the
5,
first half,
Lakers in
and then
6,
and then they said Lakers in 5-6, man. Y'all see LeBron get
6,
blocked by
7 next year, the year after that. We waiting on Bronny, all that shit, bro.
they
That's
waiting on
exactly what
Bronny.
they. Hey man, I can't wait for dude to leave LA, man. I can't wait for him to get out of there.
So you think that he's gonna just leave LA? You don't think he's gonna retire?
I mean, if it's at the end of his contract, I don't think he re-signing. I mean, he's too far at the end of his career. He's not healthy for our organization, man. We had a very solid team of young guys that could be dominating the league right now had they not traded away anybody, and we could have still
Can
had
I say
Anthony
that though?
Davis.
Just facts.
Can I, can I say that? LeBron, if I'm the Lakers, I'm doing what I can to build a unit like post LeBron, even if he doesn't retire this year, because the most likelihood is you're only gonna have him for one more year after this anyway, even if he doesn't retire. So if I'm the
Right,
Lakers, I'm saying, look, I'm trying to build my team for the future,
right.
and I'm not buying that whole Kyrie trade. I'm not doing it. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I'm not a fan of it.
You
I
don't
think
think
it's
that's
just
gonna
more
help?
drama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and they'll have to give up
I,
so much depth for him. I just don't like it.
I think it's just gonna be more drama. I mean, I like what's the little white boy Austin
Austin
Reeves. I
Reeves,
like
yeah.
him. I like him. I like the people that we ended up getting. Vanderbilt, Ruai. I like those people trying to keep them because they show that they can actually play. But bringing in another superstar, man, with LeBron and AD, LeBron ain't LeBron. Like right now
Uh-uh.
he's trying to pad his stats so he can put everything out of reach for the next player. But
And he
like
knows
it's
that. This
not
is
a
the only time we ever seen him talk like that.
Yeah, it's not effective. And Denver's not going anywhere. Denver's still going to be
Mm-mm.
Denver next year. If they go on and win, you're talking about them being the defending champions. You still got Golden State. I mean, they need some pieces, but at the end of the day, Steph and Clay can still shoot. That's still going to be an issue. Whatever happens with Kyrie Irving, if he stays in Dallas or goes somewhere else to another West Coast team, what's the Phoenix? They're still
Phoenix,
gonna
Phoenix.
Phoenix is still gonna be. These people are not going nowhere. Like
Yeah,
even I see the Lakers having a better season next year with the team that we have if we add one or two more people, but you still got all these other teams that were equally or if not better.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it comes down to. Yeah.
And the way Denver was playing game 1 through 3, like, come on, man, that's a full functioning team.
Right.
I don't I I don't think the days of you relying on LeBron being of like the best player on the team. I think that those days are behind us. Like
Right.
I don't think he has the ability to be like the best player on a championship team anymore. I just don't
Mm-mm.
know if he
I
has
mean,
it anymore.
LeBron said he's still better than 90% of the league, 95. That's what he said.
I don't know. I mean, the reports are going to start coming out that he was injured and stuff like that, all that
The
stuff.
excuses are coming.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
They trying to think of sound the best. Yeah.
I've always said when he came to LA, he should have just been a post up and catch and shoot player. He did not need to be the person running the offense and
would
let
y'all?
somebody new do it.
But I want to ask y'all this though. I want to ask y'all this, and LeBron James is in my top three, top two all time. But I want to ask y'all this though. When we're looking at legacy, because especially you, my man, I am MVP, because it sounds to me like you're a Lakers fan, right?
Yeah, always.
Uh, LeBron James, you could really make the argument. I mean, he's delivered a championship everywhere he's went, but considering the expectations, you can make an argument that he, underachieved in Cleveland, Miami, and in LA now.
He
The
did.
expectation wasn't just one ring. So how do y'all feel about that?
I've been an underachiever. That man goes from team to team and underachieve because he promised us 8 rings in Miami, only gets 2. He went to Cleveland and won 1 championship out of 4 times going to the finals. So now that's really 1 championship out of 11 seasons he was on Cleveland. And then he went to
Mhm.
LA, missed the playoffs, won 1 championship, and has been downhill. He lost in the first round playoffs, and then now he just got swept in the Western Conference Finals. I
Yeah.
say this season, and the seasons where he underachieved before season when he won a championship in LA, but
Hmm.
it's still, I mean, bro, you got 1 championship out of 5 years now.
Yeah.
And see, and that be my I'm a backup crunch on that. So like I never expect a player to win a championship every single year. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah,
No. 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 No.
he's been to 10 finals. I mean that, but you have to look at why he went to 10 finals. He was in a freaking East with no other real competition that was on a repeated basis. The number 2 team in the East was always a different team compared to the West. That's a point that I'm always going to make. But the thing about it is, okay, when you do get into those big moments, do you come through? Do you show up? Do you prove that you are the better player? Like,
Right.
and here's my thing with the championship he won in Cleveland, and I'm always gonna stick by this. And you guys give me y'all's opinion if I'm wrong. Golden State was up 3-1, and game what was that? They was up 3-1. Game 4 is when him and Draymond got into it. Draymond, slapped them in the nuts or whatever, but they ended up both catching the tech for that. And I think did they get? I don't know if they gave Draymond a flagrant or not, but I know they both
I
got
think
in
he got
trouble.
ejected. I don't think he played in Game 5.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't play in Game 5 because at the end of Game 4, LeBron was like, "Man, if somebody does stuff like that, they need to be suspended." Golden
Yeah.
State whole thing that season was 72 wins because they had chemistry. Them boys knew how to play together, and when you disrupt somebody's chemistry, that's when they're vulnerable. So yeah, Draymond got suspended Game 5. Cleveland comes back and wins Game 5, and then Game 6, Bogut gets hurt. So now you done disrupted Golden State's chemistry, on some shady stuff to me by lobbying to get Draymond suspended, and now you can come back. So like to me, like yeah, ain't nobody ever did the 3-1 comeback, but you look at why that happened. It wasn't that Golden State just fell apart. Draymond got himself suspended, Bogut got hurt, and then from there he capitalized on that. But like, why is that the only situation that he didn't capitalize on getting to the finals? Like any other championship he was in, he ain't never showed up. Like it's
Yeah, he
always
ain't
was
never
somebody else
capitalized like
saving
that.
the day.
Yeah, yeah, like
No,
I agree
it's
with that. Why
somebody
it
else.
always like why
You
in a
hold on,
specific
hold on. You
situation?
would say that about the Lakers in the bubble?
I mean, okay, here's my thing about the bubble. And everybody's got their own opinion about the bubble. How was that was what 2020. So LeBron was 35. He was about
Yeah,
35, 36. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
34, 35,
yeah.
somewhere around in there. So he's already older. So
Mm-hmm.
during that season, what would the Lakers was like kind of middle of the pack. Kobe died. That's an emotional. So
Yeah,
that's one emotional thing happening. So like
right.
everybody's like, okay, damn, we got to do this for Kobe. And then they had like 2.5 months off, and
They
they was
did. They
Anthony
did.
Davis and LeBron was already battling being hurt, not being hurt. So now you got a vacation for 2.5 months, and then it's like, okay, let's go down to Orlando, and everybody's gonna play. But then even when everybody didn't go to Orlando, a lot of key players for other teams didn't go because nobody knew about COVID. Like people didn't they were everybody was still scared about it. Folks didn't want to be away from their families and people didn't want to catch
Right.
COVID, which is understandable. But the Lakers did win the game. However, Miami's team wasn't 100% either. So that's just I'm not making excuses or saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that those are question marks on his 20-year resume that kind of need to be addressed that you can't overlook. Now everything else he done, breaking Kareem's record and all of everything, padding the stats and everything. Yeah, that's cool. You can look at that stuff, but when it's time for him to show up and actually be the GOAT that everybody wants to call him, he don't do it because Michael and Kobe did. When it was crunch time, them niggas took over the games.
So let me ask you a question. What did you think about his performance in the 2012 finals?
The with Miami,
Oh, he wasn't good. He was not good in that series. He was
he was
not
he
good in
was
that
on a
series.
loaded team. Who he never LeBron has never been double teamed when
Oh
he
no,
was
I'm
on the team
tripping.
like
Not
that.
that series. In
No, no, no. But
2013
but but
against the
but but you
Spurs,
but you
he
wasn't
wasn't
talking
good in
about the
that series.
teams. You were just talking about performance. That's why I asked you. What did you think of his
I'm
performance?
tripping.
I
Not
mean,
that
well, I
series.
mean, he performed like okay, the Miami run, he performed. It was some questionable calls, but that's more of a team thing. I think that was the 12 one. No,
Nah,
no, no. Wait a
13
minute. No,
and
no.
13, his efficiency was down the next year after that when he beat the Spurs.
12 is when they played
OKC.
OKC.
Yeah,
OKC.
they routed them.
I mean OKC. The only person that showed up for OKC was Westbrook.
Nah, I disagree.
Uh,
I think
Uh,
Westbrook hurt them.
yeah,
I
Westbrook didn't
disagree.
play good.
I
Oh, was it? Wait a
imagine
minute. I might be
It
getting.
was
Was it
KD.
James Harden? It
KD
was.
averaged 30 in that
James
series.
Harden hurt them too. James Harden and
And
Oh no,
James
no,
Westbrook.
no.
Harden, yeah,
Yeah,
James.
that team for what that team was during the season. It was only one person that had showed up during that series, and I mean they took advantage of that. I mean, LeBron he did what he's supposed to do
I
in
mean,
that
look, I don't want
series.
to sit up here and nitpick and take every ring away from LeBron James. Like I'm not that type of person. I hear where you're coming from, but I don't want to
Yeah,
just.
yeah, no, no. I'm not like I said. I'm at the point now. I mean, what he's done in 20 years is great. I'm not
Mhm.
not, but to me, for him to be considered the goat, he don't come through like a goat should in crunch
Yeah,
time.
I don't think he's the goat. I don't think
No
he's.
pun intended.
Yeah, I don't think he's the
oh
goat.
well, the thing about the GOAT conversation is that everybody got their preference. So it is what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's why I don't argue with people anymore about it, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, that's your opinion,
But
because
but I will say this: any narratives that was going to get pushed if LeBron James won a ring this year is thrown out the window.
Oh yeah, because it was getting really, and I'm sure you've been hearing it because you're a Lakers fan. I've talked to a lot of people that are Lakers slash LeBron fans, and they were talking about, oh, there's no argument if he's the GOAT. And I'm like, bro, first of all, the man, I mean, doesn't even look like he's the best player on his own team. If we're gonna if no, I'm serious. If we're gonna sit up here and give LeBron all these flowers, look, rightfully so for winning at a late stage of his career where he's clearly not the best player, then if that's the case, we might as well call Kareem the GOAT because he won all those rings
hey,
when he had Magic at when Magic and he was clearly not the same player. if
And
that's what
see,
we're
that be
doing.
my whole point right there. It's like everybody they want to say, well, he leads the NBA in scoring. Kareem led the league in scoring for 30 years. Y'all never called him the GOAT.
Exactly.
And then my whole
Well,
case, this is my thing. Like with when it come to Jordan, everything LeBron did, Jordan did in 13 seasons, 13, 14 seasons with
Right.
two retirements. So
Exactly.
like when that ain't that really being considered the GOAT because it took LeBron 20 years, well not even 20, it took him 18 years to do what Jordan did in 13.
Mm.
So
here's the thing about that, and I
He
talked
still
about.
he still didn't do what Jordan did
Well,
though.
here's the thing, and I talked about this last night.
uh-huh,
When it comes to the GOAT conversation, there's always going to be a narrative being pushed for the next best player to be the GOAT
of
from
course.
generation to generation,
Of
because
course.
when Michael Jordan came out, people was saying that Kareem was the GOAT,
Uh
and before him it was between Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain. So it happened from generation to generation. There was even a time back in the late 2000s where people was pushing for Kobe Bryant to be the GOAT if he would have three-peated and if he three-peated the
that
second time.
second time.
So
Yeah,
it
yo.
happens. It happens.
But nah, I think he was talking about once MJ retired. They were saying Michael Jordan was the GOAT before he even won a championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it was. I don't necessarily
No,
think it
no,
was
no.
a goat. It was just he was a.
They were saying that he was
I
the
wasn't
GOAT before
alive
he
back
won the
then.
championship.
He
No,
proved it though.
He
I
said I
don't
was.
think.
Mike
No,
Said I
proved
no,
it.
they
wasn't
were saying
alive
he was
back
the best
then.
player in the league. I don't think they were saying he was the GOAT. They were saying he was the best
Mike
in the
proved it.
league.
Yeah, I thought it jumped from Wilt to Jordan.
Mike proved it though.
I heard a lot of old heads talking about no disrespect. I mean, I'm pretty old too, but I heard a lot of them talk about how it actually jumped straight from Wilt Chamberlain straight to Jordan. Like, not saying Kareem didn't get respect, but as
No,
far as
no.
the GOAT,
They gave it to they.
Yeah,
My
people were
bad.
saying Kareem was the GOAT.
But look,
Yeah,
I
they
did
okay,
see
yeah, I
those. I
wasn't
did
alive
see
either.
those
yeah.
interviews. It dribble it drown. I did see those interviews though when Will Chamberlain, when the interviewers was pretty much asking Wilt, does he think Jordan is better than him yet?
Yeah, I
So
remember those too.
but I wasn't alive in the '90s. I was born in '99, so I missed all of that.
Yeah,
But
Damn, man.
yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
old as hell, man.
The whole Jordan LeBron thing, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a debate for years, forever. It's not one of them things where it's a lopsided thing. I mean, to some people, but I don't know, man. I just look at. I will say, I know people try to undervalue the LeBron, and this is where I'll give LeBron credit. I think that him breaking that record, the scoring record, I do think that that's like one of the greatest accomplishments in like sports history. I'll give him that.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
but
think that that's a very big accomplishment.
it is a big
I agree.
accomplishment. But the next kid who can take care of his body and don't get as injured as most
But
players
that's a
do,
long
they're
shot, though. I mean, for 20 years, that's a long time.
yeah. But I mean, you play 20 years, something's supposed to get broken. Some record's
Yeah,
supposed to get broken somewhere.
that's true.
20 years is a long freaking time. And then the game of basketball is just getting faster. I
It
mean,
is.
I really think in the next couple of years they're going to start breaking 200 points in the game, which is going to
They
be
might, man.
crazy.
It's getting
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
true, but there have been players who's played for 20 years that still hasn't broken Kareem's record.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of those
no, but
players
it's
that
just the
played
fact
20
of
years
like,
didn't benefit from 20 years of the luxury of having more offensive led lead. Like the
yeah,
game has
look,
changed
man,
now. The offense they want more offense for the fans.
Well,
it's
yeah,
like
Yeah,
but
yo, the
and
record, the
well,
record
yeah,
is
but you
cool.
also have to remember that LeBron also started in the 2000s.
Yeah, it's
The
not
But the
like he
record,
played his
the,
whole
the I
he was
mean
entire
never,
the
career in the
offense
but he was,
wasn't as boosted as it is now back then.
but he was never the best
no, no,
scorer
yeah,
though.
you're right about
But
that.
but
But
but even when he came in, they stopped hand checking stopped in '03, and then in I think '07 or '08, that's when they had the what's that 14-second rule? What was that 14 second when you inbounds the ball or something after a
Oh, the
yeah,
foul?
when you
14-second,
when
John.
you
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
14
some
second.
Bob Marley's.
Hold on, y'all. Did y'all think that in the early 2000, like 2000, like 2000, like 8,
But it's still
2009?
difficult.
He
Let
was
me
no,
ask
he,
y'all.
he
Let me
just was
ask y'all
never the
this
best
though.
scorer. Yo. That's all. It's like you
Yeah,
break
he
the
was never a
record.
best.
That don't
In
mean that
my
you're the
opinion, he was
best.
never the best scorer. But
That's what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying.
fine, but that's fine. That's fine. But we
You
were
yeah,
just
forgot
talking
about
about the
Marley?
scoring record,
yeah,
though.
we're just talking about the right. But let me ask y'all this though. Let me ask y'all this. This is another thing. Do y'all think that in 2000, like 8, 2009, that LeBron James was a better basketball player than Kobe?
No,
fuck
no,
no.
no, no
No,
way, no
no.
way.
Kobe was still the best player.
Look, this
Okay.
I'm a huge Kobe fan, but I'm gonna be like realistic when it comes to it. How many times have you seen LeBron James get double or triple team and he still make the shot?
Yeah, I mean that's
Like
true. That's
how many
true.
times
That's
have you
true.
seen how many times have you actually seen like LeBron's team down in the third quarter and he single handedly brings them back on a night to night
I feel
basis?
that. I feel that. I feel
Yeah,
that.
he
And
said
then
it. Yo, somebody
But
in the gas station said it. He can't be the GOAT. He said he's not the GOAT. He said he's a great player. He's just not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT, man. He's not. Absolutely not, man. I got
I mean,
Jordan,
and like I
Kobe,
said, he's a
and
great
then
player. I'm not
LeBron
gonna
after
I'm
that.
not gonna say that he garbage, but
No, no,
like
no, 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 no,
you got to
no.
look at it. Okay, when he came in the league, it was Kobe's league, and then when he finally did start taking over the league, when Kobe was on the decline, Steph Curry came out of nowhere too, and Steph Curry won rings in his era.
Yeah,
I
but
So
mean,
even if,
yeah,
but
but I mean,
even if
I
that's
mean,
even
yeah,
if
you can
that's
say that, but just because another player
I
won
was
in
gonna
this
say,
era, I mean, it
even if
doesn't
you want to say
really
that, even
mean
if you want to say
anything.
that, even if you want to say that, LeBron has like a 7, 8 years from like 2013 to like 2020, where he was like clearly better than everybody else. I mean,
yeah, but the thing about Brian, like what's good about Brian isn't really good about other people. He's very unique in that sense where there's not that many, like you just said, bro, who's gonna still be playing at that high of level 20 years later? And then
yeah,
not just that, you had said who was better in 08, 09. I didn't get to answer that. I do think Kobe was better, but you looking at the Kobe lens action who scored down the stretch like that, like that's Kobe style. Brian was never that type of
oh
player,
yeah,
so you
yeah, yeah.
gotta,
No, 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 no.
you feel me?
Scoring isn't really it. Nah, I'm not going by
and,
that.
Yeah,
and so and that leads me to this. Like, I would rather when you start talking about comparing Kobe and LeBron, I would rather LeBron gets compared to a point guard
Like a
than
yeah, me
than
Magic
too.
getting
Johnson.
or somebody to that nature because he's just an oversized point guard is what he really is. Kobe is a shooter and he's a
Yeah,
scorer and he's a defender. Kobe's not gonna. I mean, there was a stretch of his career where he was a playmaker, and that gets me thinking. Well, damn, what if he would have been more of a playmaker for other people? But at the same time, his teams were trash. He had to be a playmaker with when Shaq was there because the offense had to go through Shaq. But like
mm,
after that, after Shaq left, until he got Powell
Foul.
and Bynum, shit
Yeah,
was trash. So
yeah,
I
like he had to be that scorer, but you can't. So if you're gonna compare Kobe and LeBron, like compare them one on one to what they did to each other. Don't do all that stat
right.
shit because
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
LeBron's gonna outstat him. LeBron's gonna take the focus off of him during the game to get other people to score, and then when he's seeing the opportunity to score, that's when he gonna rack up his 30 points. That's what he did with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard shut his ass down during those finals, but when Kawhi Leonard was out of the game because LeBron James would play the whole game,
Oh yeah,
that's when he would rack up his points.
he don't
But if you look at the, so then go
Kobe
ahead.
don't. My fault. Kobe don't pass like LeBron. That's the one. I mean, he don't pass like LeBron, but
He
No,
was
no,
never
he does.
asked to though. He was never asked to though. I mean,
I
you
know.
you
But
can't.
but it's. I mean,
Well,
LeBron's one of the best
also,
passers. LeBron one
also
of the
on
best passers ever. I mean,
also Kobe never had an elite wing player next to him on the same
that's
team
true.
like LeBron did.
Exactly.
LeBron had
Hey,
so
look,
many
Exactly.
elite wing players.
and not only that,
Mhm.
he ain't never had no elite guard with him neither. Like as
Yeah,
far as a point
Facts.
that's
guard,
true.
No,
really,
I
Kobe
mean
Bryant never
defense.
really even had. You said what?
In
LeBron,
2008,
I,
when
I,
Pau Gasol got neutralized, they didn't win.
yeah,
They didn't.
LeBron
well, I
had
mean, we
no.
didn't have Bottom either. Bottom was
I
hurt.
mean, yeah,
Paul
that's
Gasol,
true. That's true.
Was
LeBron
not
had
big enough
elite
to handle
bigs
Big
and
Baby
elite
and Perkinson.
guards.
That's true.
And
That's fair.
that was before Ryan Artest came, wasn't it? Didn't he come the next year?
Uh, yeah, he came the next year. Well, no, Ron Artest came in '09 because we
Now, Ron
won one
Artest
with
came in '09, and
yeah,
they beat the
Ron because
Lakers.
we had that one with what you call it with what's the other dude
Orlando.
that no what's the defensive dude that used to play for LA? He
Trevor
Trevor
Ariza.
Ariza.
Trevor
Trevor
Ariza.
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 Yeah.
We got run our test because we didn't re-sign Trevor Ariza, which was crazy.
It
But
wasn't
to go
crazy
back to
getting Ron though.
the question. To go back to the question, like what do you rank D Fish in? I know he's not an elite guard, but he still was a good defensive guard and he was a sniper.
Yeah, but now I'm
He
looking
had big.
at a guy like Derek Fisher. Though honestly, I think LeBron would trade him. You
Yeah,
feel me?
for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
LeBron is not
Well, I
working
don't
with a
know
guy
because
like Derek Fisher.
he hit big shots though. D
All
Fish
right,
always hit big shots.
I
J.R.
think
Smith.
I think Mario Chalmers and Derek Fisher kind of similar, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they are.
Uh,
They are.
yeah.
Or Norris Cole.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know. I feel
I just
like
think that like
I like
like
Mario Chalmers a little bit more. He could put the ball on the floor a little bit more than D Fish could.
I
Like
I, I don't know. I mean, LeBron James, like Think about LeBron James. I don't. Has Kobe ever? I mean, I guess you want to say like a 4 year from like if you want to say like 05 to 09 or something like that. But from like 2010, 2011 to like 2020, it was LeBron's league. Like that's a 10-year stretch of LeBron being the best player in the NBA.
I don't think so. Not all the way to
I
2020.
do. I do.
Maybe to like 2016, but going
2016,
past
nah, that's cutting him short, bro. I think that's cutting him short.
2016,
LeBron did have a decade when he was the
Yeah,
best player.
LeBron, come on, bro. There's no way in like
but wait, what are you
2017 you're
saying?
trying
Are you saying like being the best player or what?
just
What are you saying?
literally being. I'm not talking about who won the champ. I'm just saying being the best player in the
But
Well, you
see,
NBA.
can't
but
be talking about winning
I
the
got
championship.
questions in
You
there
couldn't be talking
because
about that.
in that 10 years, in those 10 years, Kevin Durant
Kevin
dominated
Durant,
two of them,
I don't know.
I
I'm
feel
a
and then
like
KD guy, but even I'm not gonna say that. And I'm a
you
KD
can
guy. But
and you can be mad at KD going to the Warriors, but when he went to the Warriors, bro, I'm not saying Braun was better than him. Like that,
I
exactly,
it was a
am.
I
bad
can't
I'm
say
situation.
a
that.
KD guy.
Yeah, I can't. That's why I say
And then
2016. Like
even
I
if you
don't know,
take those
man.
league out, what was that 2017 when Kawhi was the man?
facts.
So
If Kawhi
that's
didn't go
three.
down,
Okay,
yeah,
And then
no.
and then
uh,
where do you here's another thing. Where do you rank Steph Curry in those 10 years too?
Nah,
okay, well,
Steph. I mean,
okay,
I
Steph.
don't
well,
think
Steph.
Steph is ever
Steph's the
better than
second
him.
best player of the
okay,
decade,
okay.
but I don't think.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you these questions. How many years was Kobe Bryant the best player in the league?
Like I would say, like 3 to 4 at most.
What?
I agree with him. Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think it was
Yeah,
more
I
than
don't think.
five.
I don't think
Yeah,
it was
I don't
I'm
think
like
be
it was more
honest
than
with y'all
five.
though. Off that logic though, I can't say LeBron was the best for the whole 10 years then, because
how.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think a lot of people no,
That's
but
my
look,
thing.
I think a lot of people say Kobe wasn't the best every year because he wasn't winning every year, but
Nah, it's
LeBron
not
wasn't
even
winning
that.
every
I just
season
think
either.
that like
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Answer this question. What 3 years are y'all talking about then?
oh, we
I
can. I mean,
said
you can
I said
start it
like
off from
five.
like '05 to '09. I mean,
Yeah,
Oh, 05 to
I say
2010.
after.
No,
Yeah, I
because the
say after
point
that.
because the point was if you're gonna say LeBron wasn't the best in that decade because other people won under him, then you could say Kobe wasn't the best in the 2000s because you had Shaq, Tim Duncan,
Tim Duncan.
you
Yeah,
had
I
Kevin
mean, yeah,
Garnett,
but the thing
you had
is,
the
they still say
Pistons.
LeBron is the greatest though. So
No, I'm
but
just
you
that's
saying,
not
know,
us though.
but
That's
we're
not. But
talking
that's
about the
not
best player
us.
in
That's
that
not us.
decade.
Yeah.
I mean, but okay,
no,
so
for
here's my thing.
totality, no, but Kobe still got 5 rings though. He got more rings than Shaq in that decade. He got the same amount of rings as Tim Duncan, but on that second half of the decade, Kobe was
But
obviously a better
but
player.
but that's where we disagree. I feel like as far as being the best player, we can't just look at who wins the ring every year. I feel like that's a lazy argument. I'm gonna
Oh
be
no,
honest.
it's
Well,
just
okay,
But
so
I
okay, no.
totality.
Let me
If you're
let me back
talking
that
about
up. Let me
some of the
back that
best
up.
players, you good.
Let me back that up. So I agree with him
Yeah,
on
you
that.
say
But
yeah,
the
me too.
years that Tim Duncan, and this is what I was trying to tell to get the guy to understand the other day. The years that Tim Duncan and what's the little white boy that was in Phoenix, Steve Nash. The
Stevie,
years
man.
that they won MVP, Kobe outstated them. So
Okay,
Kobe was
this
that's
better
true.
this
than
I do
Steve
think
yeah,
that
Nash.
but
Kobe should have more than one
it's not
MVP.
just about stats though.
Yeah, Kobe was better than Steve
I mean,
Nash when he won his
if you're
MVPs.
talking about the
Yeah, he
best
was he
player,
was
you got to
proof.
look at their stats.
Yeah,
Okay, well, all
yeah, and
right. Okay.
they talk about LeBron's stats in 2018 when Harden won the MVP. He'd be like, "Oh, LeBron put up
Yeah,
better stats, so he probably should have won it."
Okay, all right. So who? All right. So if we're going by this logic, who's the best player in the NBA right now?
Jokic.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, but
Aside from the
I'm gonna have to
aside from
agree
the
with that.
playoffs, I got Jokic.
I was
That's
gonna
for the
say it should. Okay, I was gonna say it should be unanimous. I was just making sure.
that
Well, I just think
is
Jokic based
big
off
and
of
slow,
skill,
but
like
you
what he
can't.
does.
Jokic remind me of like a slower Shaq, a slower, slimmer Shaq, man. He's slow
Jokic
as
is
I
hell,
was
better.
but
gonna
them
say because
shots
you guys
going
are bringing
in.
up like
Jokic
dominance.
is better than Kevin Garnett. Hey yo, y'all think the Heat?
Oh man, Woo, I
Y'all
don't
think
know
the Heat
about
gonna get
that.
swept? I
Nope.
mean, y'all think
Eric
They
Spoelstra
got
and
bad
Jimmy.
Nah,
blood. Nah, they got
Eric
bad
nah,
Spo,
blood with the Nuggets, bro. He
Eric
they
got
not.
they
Spoelstra,
they
They
not
Boston?
not
You
good
getting
mean
as
swept.
fuck.
Boston?
They're
Eric
not getting
Spoelstra and
swept.
No.
Jimmy B gonna get him at
I meant
least
to say
one.
Boston. Y'all, my bad. I meant to say y'all think
No,
Boston gonna
Boston,
sweep
Oh
them.
yeah, Boston.
man.
Boston gonna get swept. Yeah, they
I
Oh, I
think
don't
they
know.
should. I think
I
they
don't
should
know.
just go ahead and fold and let's just get ready for the finals, man. Like it's you're
Yeah,
not coming back. You're not gonna be able to come back and beat them. Just let them get swept. Everybody go get rest. I think that this finals between Denver and Miami is gonna be fire. Like
I don't.
it's
yeah,
I don't.
it's
gonna
I
gonna
be
be
don't
a
like.
fire.
good.
I don't like
Bro,
this matchup. I don't like this
I
matchup for
know, no. I
Miami.
think it's gonna be a good matchup.
I don't
bro,
Yeah,
I
like
I
it.
think
think
so. I
What
think
I
so.
Jokic?
after
What
after I
Jokic is
found
gonna
out that
do? What Jokic is gonna do to Bam and Kevin Love is gonna be disgusting.
Well, I'll tell you this:
Yeah, but what do you think
Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler not gonna
Butler's
let.
gonna do?
Yeah,
That's
Jimmy Butler
fair. I
not
mean,
gonna let.
they'll probably throw Aaron Gordon at him, but he gonna cook
But
him
no, but
though.
I think Jimmy Butler is not gonna let Jamal Murray just outplay him that
Nah,
bad,
that's
like
true.
Oh
That's
no,
true,
how
and
LeBron.
oh no.
That's
That's
true.
what I'm
That's true.
saying. So
That's
I
true.
mean,
I
Bam,
give you on
them
that.
road. I mean, listen, yo, the Heat got shooters, yo,
Yep.
a
What
lot
does
of
Denver
shooters.
have? What?
I know they got
I mean,
shooters, man.
Denver.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
They
Go
Miami
ahead.
don't.
Go ahead,
defense
Grant.
is
Nuggets
tough
nothing.
too. Miami defense got really they defense is there, bro. They threw them spots like them little cracks and crevices that Jokic love, and Murray, them passes that they let him make, them just not gonna be there. So
I
I
ain't gonna
do
lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think there's an answer for that Murray Jokic pick and roll. I'm gonna be real with
I
you.
oh no, I agree with that, but I'm saying like throughout the game, they're two people who like to thread the needle. Like they love to get the ball through there, and against Miami, those just aren't smart plays. So I don't think it's gonna be a sweep, but I do got the Nuggets in
No, it's
like
not
six
gonna
or
be a
seven.
sweep. No. I don't
You
think
got
it's
the
gonna be a
Nuggets.
sweep.
You got the Nuggets on how many?
But I got the
I say
Nuggets in
six.
six. I got
Yeah,
the
I say
Nuggets in
six.
six. Yeah,
Okay, I
I
was
think
gonna
the
say
Heat.
it's gonna go seven.
I don't know who I like.
I like
Really.
seven. Yeah, I like
I
seven
got
too.
Nuggets in six just because Eric
I
Spoelstra and
think
Jimmy
I
Butler.
think it's gonna come down to whoever wins on the road, though. Somebody's got to
Yeah,
win on the road.
I'm not doubting Miami though. Don't get me wrong. Like if they could beat the Bucks,
Jimmy
they
tough.
could beat
Don't
the
get me wrong,
Knicks.
Jimmy tough,
Yeah,
but I mean,
Yeah,
dismantle the Celtics like that, I definitely can't count them out. But I'm gonna go with the Nuggets because just the way they was rolling against the Lakers, I think they're ready.
they just
yeah,
rolled the Lakers.
the
Yeah,
series could go. The series could go honestly go either way.
No,
facts. I
I ain't
agree
gonna
with
lie, I
that.
got Denver in six. I think that Eric Spoelstra it's going to be very interesting because Eric Spoelstra, man, that guy's a genius. I mean, they're gonna
Yeah,
he's probably gonna get Jimmy Butler in some dribble handoffs, try to get him and Bam to attack the rim because the Nuggets don't have a rim protector. So I think that he's gonna exploit that. So, it'll be interesting, but I just think the Nuggets are overall just better. I'm gonna be honest.
I think the way that they held up against Rui and Braun attacking the rail, I think they'll be fine because I expected
I think I might.
Rui and Braun to go
Well,
crazy in
Spoelstra.
the
I
paint.
mean, Darvin Ham ain't no Eric Spoelstra. Let's keep that
I
clear
think I
right
might
now.
got Denver, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You said
Yeah,
what?
I think I might got Denver in the finals. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
And see
Um,
that I
Hey,
ain't
yo,
trying to
Vision,
get
you on
back on
mute?
the subject.
I
Oh,
got Denver in six, man.
Yeah, I got Denver in six too.
yeah, I can't. I have to watch. I have to watch the first game to make a decision.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not
I
fun.
no
Come
No,
on,
Tony, I
I
man.
feel you though, man.
but
Like I don't even
I
know because
agree
I
with
don't know
him.
how this. I don't
Yeah,
know how it's gonna go.
That's not fun. You gonna wait
I
till
have
the
no
first
idea what
game's
it's gonna
over to
look
make
like.
a prediction?
Yeah, Tony,
This
I
an
gotta
I
early
watch
gotta
the.
see.
prediction,
I
I
but
gotta
gotta
watch
see
the
how
first
they. I gotta
game.
see. I mean, like I said, it can go either way, but I gotta see the first
facts.
game before I make my decision.
Yeah,
Things
I gotta
can
see
yeah,
how. I
change.
gotta see how the teams match
Cause,
up.
cause you
yeah.
know what? These teams got animosity between each other. So if Miami come out there with a chip on their shoulder, like y'all remember when Twin got
That's what I'm
hurt by Jokic,
saying,
you feel
bro.
me? Anything could happen.
I
They could
might
catch the
like. I like
edge.
Miami a little bit too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, me too.
They can
Me
take it
too.
7 games. I think.
They
Yeah.
relentless.
I think
The
they're
thing.
gonna go seven. They
Well,
definitely gonna go seven,
here's the
man.
thing. Both of these teams are obviously hungry. I would
Yeah,
say
facts.
Denver
I
is
agree.
more. I would say Denver is.
Oh,
If
I
they
don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
As far as who's more hungry, I don't know about that. Now
if
that I
they
don't
go
know about.
seven, if
I
they
don't know
go
about
Like
that.
20.
if they go seven,
yeah. I
you
don't know
gotta
who
pick
more hungry.
Miami because
Jimmy
Jimmy Butler
Butler,
gonna win
man.
it
Do
in
y'all? I
seven.
don't know if Jimmy Butler is trying to be 0-2 in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah,
know if Denver more hungry, bro. I don't know about that, but
Yeah. His daddy ain't gonna accept him if he 0-2.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan ain't gonna take that, bro.
let's really
He
talk
ain't gonna.
about it. Let's really talk about it. If the Heat win this championship, this might be the greatest run in finals history.
it might
Let's
be.
really talk about it.
that's what a
He's
lot of
over
people
KD.
saying. Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying.
Let's really
He's
talk
over
about it.
Kawhi.
Okay. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Calm down. Let's
Oh,
He's
calm
that
over
is
down.
Kawhi.
Let's calm
He's over
down.
Kawhi if you do this.
I'm
Oh,
I'm so disappointed in Kawhi Leonard, man.
yeah. Kawhi really. I'm not gonna lie. Kawhi really sold himself short of like at least like a top 15 player ever career. He
Yeah,
really
Kawhi,
sold
Kawhi
himself short.
definitely had potential, man. He had
Yeah.
potential. But
If
now that Carmelo's
Kawhi
retired,
should have stopped and went to Kawhi
Yeah,
should have
but
went
y'all
to
don't.
to the Lakers instead of the Clippers.
is this bad?
Y'all know what I noticed too. Hey Tony, I'm glad you brought up Melo retiring, but it's crazy that he started off on Denver and ended in LA, and he retired the same day that they just played.
mm. But where do you guys rank Carmelo as an all-time small forward all time?
Top 15.
Top 7.
Top 7?
That was
7.
nice. That was nice.
If I got top 7,
uh, I don't know, bro. When I was growing
Wow.
up,
Hey man,
Melo was like,
Melo was a beast.
yeah, Melo
I
was my
think top
favorite when I was
seven's
a
a little
kid.
high.
I mean, yeah,
I
your
put it
Melo was great, but
Denver Melo
damn,
was
top
a
7.
big.
I mean, but that he didn't sustain that. It's like it's Bron, Bird, KD, Dr. J. That's 4 already. I mean,
I wouldn't necessarily say he didn't sustain it. Like the Nuggets just like after his contract was up, he moved on from them. I feel like had they been patient, like you see, Jokic failed in the playoffs, and they kept trying with him. Melo failed in the playoffs, and the contract was up, and he moved on. Maybe it was a personal decision because I do remember he was supposed to go down to Miami too, but I don't know, bro. I feel like if they would have just had a little bit more patience in Denver, Melo would have made at least one finals appearance. You feel me?
if he
I mean,
How
but
long was
you know
Melo?
why he didn't make the finals in
if
Denver.
Detroit was smart enough to draft him, he'd have a ring. I'll tell you that
He was
much.
there for 6 years. He left after in 2010, 2009, 2010.
Was Melo better than LeBron James his first year in the
Yeah,
league?
I thought so.
He
I was
Melo
one of
should
was.
those
have
people
got
that say
Rookie of
that.
the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melo should have
Melo
got
should have
rookie of the
got
year.
Rookie of the Year instead of LeBron.
Yeah. I mean, even aside from the rookie of the year,
He,
I felt like he was a better player. Like it didn't even matter about the award. I felt like he brought a little bit more to the table than Braun did his rookie year.
I feel
he
that.
was.
I'm not mad
Hold on,
at that
hold on.
take.
Yeah. But that second year was definitely not it wasn't even close. Braun took off.
Nah, from year 2 moving forward, it was not close.
No, I mean
Yeah.
the second. No. I mean, hold on now, because the second year LeBron missed the playoffs again.
Let's not do that,
He
Crunch.
Yeah,
did,
Crunch,
but
let's
but
yeah,
not do
but
that.
but his,
Let's not do that,
but
Crunch.
his performance was
yeah,
better than Melo's though.
his
Yeah, I
performance
know,
went
but what
crazy
did it
during this
amount
year.
to?
Okay. Hold on. I got you,
Well,
Crunch.
Melo had a better
Hold
team.
on.
So
Hold
can
on.
we say that that's when
Well,
LeBron
through that
officially
scope, I
So
can't
hold on.
argue
started?
that.
Okay. By
Can we
that
say hold
logic,
on? But can we say
Yeah.
that that's
Hold on.
officially when LeBron started stat padding?
Okay.
What
In
do you mean stat
2011,
pattern?
who was the best player in NBA? By that logic,
You said who?
who was the best player in NBA in 2011?
Are you talking about Adam winning? You saying like about winning?
Just by his logic, because he just said, "Oh, he didn't win. He missed the play." So, who's the best player in the league in
Well,
2011?
coming into it, I would have had Kobe as the best player in the league
Coming
personally.
into it, yeah, Kobe.
Yeah,
But
Kobe
by
was
the end
my
of the
How he got
that
swept?
season, no, hold
How
on.
he got swept?
First of all,
no.
he
That's
made the playoffs.
coming
No, you're talking
coming
But
into
11
that
coming
but
into
season.
the
that season, I
season.
was actually about to
Yeah,
say,
he
They
won
had
a
just
ring coming into
won.
that season. Yeah,
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 they
LeBron
just
came
won
off
in
of missing the playoffs.
2010.
LeBron came off of missing
because
the
you talking
playoffs
about
his
the year
rookie
that
season,
Dirk won.
and then missed the playoffs his second season. He went and proved that he was better than Melo.
Wow. So in '95, was Hakeem Olajuwon better than Jordan?
This man got all these analogies.
I'm just saying. If we're
Keep
gonna do
popping
the
in his
whole if
head.
we're gonna do the whole thing, it's all about winning. I
No,
mean,
I see what you're saying, though, bro. I see what you're
like, you
saying.
know what I'm
No, but look,
saying?
it's safe. No, but look, low key though, it's safe to rank LeBron or Dirk over Kobe in 2011.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can rank LeBron.
Okay.
I
'Cause-
mean, the
So
Mavericks were a great team. Dirk wasn't better than either one of them.
so Crunch, how was Carmelo
yeah,
better?
yeah. He really
Crunch, how was
wasn't though.
Carmelo
He
better
really
than
wasn't.
LeBron
Yeah,
in that second year?
I mean, pretty much the same reason he was better his rookie season. I like his game. I like his post game. I like his footwork, his mid range, his all his skill set, his rebounding, and he was a better winner.
yeah. I think he
In
was way
the
more
West.
poised than
In the
Bron.
West, he was in the West winning.
But I'll be fair though. I didn't watch these seasons live though, but I did go back
Yeah,
and look at
same.
the rookie season thing, and so I really do think it was the same thing though. His second season, but LeBron's numbers did jump though.
Bro, I can't
Yeah, I
believe you
know.
said you were
LeBron's
born in
numbers did.
'99.
He got
Yeah,
real comfortable that second year.
LeBron improved as a player in that year.
Yeah,
It's just that Denver was a better team than Cleveland
Nah,
in the
man,
second
Denver
season.
and Cleveland was on the same level, man.
Hey,
Are you
when in the
serious?
mid 2000s?
Same level.
in the early 2000s when they first came,
No,
you saying?
I'm talking about the 2004 season.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that Cleveland
Mm,
was the same level as Cleveland?
I know
Are
that
you
they was
serious?
the same level their rookie season, so it was really no
I'm talking
excuse
about
really.
their second season. I'm talking about the second season.
But I'm saying if
Who
it
did the
happened the
Nuggets
first
get?
season too,
Yeah, who did the Nuggets? Did they pick somebody up? I wouldn't know.
yeah,
I
I don't
wasn't
when
even
really
did
know.
watching
when
I'm
them
about to
did
look
live.
right now.
when did AI
Yeah,
go to Denver? AI didn't go
that
to
was
Denver
until
until
like
like '07.
'07. Yeah, that was
'07. That's
like
what I
'07
thought. Okay.
for sure.
But
Because I
no,
was
Damn,
Melo,
watching
man,
basketball then.
here's the
Yeah,
funny
Melo had
thing
a great
about it. I
career.
watched those games. I was in high school watching those games, man. So I
yeah.
can't
I was
really
in middle school
remember.
and like
Hey,
yeah
yo, let's
around that
do an
time.
actual stream about Melo retirement. I'm about to start this one over soon. I'm doing a stream about Melo
I,
retirement.
shit, just send
Bet.
the link, homie.
All right.
Yeah.